Back to what I'm on today. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the new brands that I purchased from in 2020, so stay tuned.
Remind me of 12th grade, remind me of young shade, feel like a new shoe, remind me of old games, taste like an ice cold, taste like a mango, feel like some new socks, taste like an angel, she look like a Badu.
Hey y'all, welcome back to what I'm on today. My name is Lykia Chanel and I make videos about all things handbags, both luxury and contemporary, because you guys already know that I do not discriminate. So today we're going to be talking about all of the new brands that I purchased from in 2020, and I'm going to give you my honest review of these bags, and I'm going to tell you if the bag was worth it to me. And based on my description, you can figure out if it's worth it to you as well. So let's get right into it. One of the new brands that I purchased from in 2022 was Kate Spade. I had always kind of seen their items. I know that they are part of the Tapestry group, just like Coach is. And so I had seen their novelty bags, loved them, but never really pulled the trigger. I recently, well, you guys know when I unboxed both of these items, I think it was this summer, I had gone to a Kate Spade outlet and saw this amazing pineapple bag, which is like literally one of my favorite bags in my collection. And I would say that the quality of Kate Spade is absolutely there. This bag is like 100% leather. This is nice, soft-ish leather, but still durable leather. And then each of these little pineapple pieces are a piece of leather with leather on the back as well. This comes with an extra strap. And this bag, if I remember correctly, was under $100 because it was on sale. This bag should definitely be like 500 bucks. Also got this wicker bag, this kind of leather and wicker bag as well. It came with a great little pineapple hang tag that I now have on my Coach Rogue. And again, the quality is really amazing. Stitching is amazing on the bag. The hardware has Kate Spade on it. Very nice, durable, heavy hardware. You guys probably know a lot more about this brand than I do. I would say absolutely yes for Kate Spade. It is worth it to me. Worth the price, worth the money. Again, both of these bags were under $100 because they were on sale. However, I think that they're worth whatever their full price is, which I assume is about maybe $400 or $500 for both of these, or for each of these bags. I don't know. I think it's just a really great brand, especially if you are interested in their novelty pieces. They have such cute pieces that are so different from other brands that I would absolutely say, yes, this is worth spending your time, energy, and money on. The next brand, which is a brand that I was influenced a little bit by Sergio's Closet, who is another YouTuber. This brand is called Pinko. This is a European brand, and I was able to pick this brand up when I was in Europe. They actually had one of their stores in Lisbon, and so literally one of the first stores I saw when I got off the plane and on the way to my hotel, stopped in, purchased this bag, and then another bag for my sister, which I'll put up here. I can't really speak to the bag that I purchased for my sister. She loves it, but I can't speak to it because I literally just held it in my hands enough to purchase it. This bag is a leather bag. It has some hardware on it, gold hardware. And then this is kind of more of a raffia and cotton stitching type situation. So these are mid-price bags. I would say that most of them are contemporarily priced. So, you know, within that kind of $400 and $600 range. I was able to get this bag for, I want to say, under $250, could have been under $200. This bag is so freaking hard for me to open. Let me see if I can open it. Okay. And the interior is leather and suede. And then it did come with this strap. So would I recommend this bag? No. I wouldn't recommend this particular bag. And again, the flaw for me is just the opening is so difficult. And maybe it's because it could be user error. I could be the error in using this bag, but it is so difficult to open that I have used this bag one time and I don't see myself using it a ton. So in terms of like the brand itself, I would say to be determined-ish. I think that the quality is, it's not bad. It's okay. The leather is not the best leather, not the worst leather, at least for this particular bag that I purchased. So the one that my sister got was more of like a puffy bag. So the leather might be more comparable to kind of like your Coach bags, perhaps. But again, don't trust me because I can't remember. But this particular bag is the epitome of okay. I don't know what the regular retail price for this bag is. I'll put it below if I still have the tags of what the original price was. But for me, I would not purchase this at the original price. In terms of the craftsmanship of the bag, I think it's fine. The stitching is fine. The raffia is not like beat up. It's definitely woven in very, very nicely. The bag itself is made, you know, pretty nicely in general. It's just not particularly something that I would probably purchase again from this brand, but never say never. We'll see. The next brand is a black-owned brand, and it's called Noir X, and the designer is Nathaniel Noir. So the cool thing about this particular brand is that they have like really kind of funky colors and not really funky motifs. Most of their bags are kind of in this tote style. They have a flat bag style as well, but it's very structured type of bags. I will put my unboxing, if I have it, up here so you can kind of see what it comes in. This bag was literally $99. So for $99, I think that yes, it is worth it for me. Most of the bags on their site are not more than like $250, even for the larger sizes, which is pretty great. I like this because it's super sturdy. The stitching on this bag is okay. You know, I mean, it's $100 bag, right? So, like there's some stitching that I can see that could be better in certain areas. This isn't 100% lined now that I am looking at it. The inside of the bag is microfiber, and then it has the Nathaniel Noir patch in here, which I'm not sure if you can see. And all of the bags will have that. They'll just have it in different colors. And then there is a chain strap, which kind of feels like any chain strap that you would purchase off of Amazon. So, you know, is the bag like super high quality? No, I don't think that it is. However, you know, it is a pretty decent quality. Like, I like it because it's super structured and, you know, I like what I chose. I like what it fits. The zipper is nice. Is this like a super like high-end, oh my gosh, it's the highest end bag ever? No. Is it like a great bag for what you're getting for the price? Yes. And I said this in my other video as well. He probably could have charged more than $100 for this bag. I think this bag is definitely worth, you know, $200, maybe even $300. So I think that it's a decent bag. It doesn't have any you know, branding anywhere on the hardware with the exception of this NX in the front. But maybe as this brand continues to grow, you will see the quality and some of the details increase and grow as well. The next brand is kind of a twofer. This is the Karl Lagerfeld brand. I know that I've already repped her before, but I have to rep Yellow Sparks Joy, who is a fellow YouTuber, for really introducing me to this particular brand. She has several bags from them, and that kind of made me very interested. So I first looked at the brand, or went into a store, I would say, when I was in Paris, and I got this bag right here, and this is from the actual Karl Lagerfeld retail store. So Karl Lagerfeld has his retail store, and then he has kind of like the outlet, which I think is called I think it's Karl Lagerfeld Paris, which is the outlet, but I'll put the right information below. So let's go over each of the bags and I'll tell you, you know, good, bad, and ugly on both. This is the Karl Lagerfeld retail store. So it's Karl. This is a woven leather bag, super small, structured. The inside of it is a fabric, and then it comes with this this strap. So I will be honest, when I first got this bag, first off, I thought it was absolutely adorable. I think that I paid under $200 for this bag because it ended up being on sale. I think it was normally like maybe $400, and then it was marked down, and then it was marked down a little bit more on top of that, and it came with this strap right here, and I was like, oh wow, I guess I'm gonna have to change straps when I looked at it, because I'm like, oh, this came with like a really cheap strap. All of the K's are already peeling off. And then I realized that like this is the brand. In Karl, the K in Karl has Karl Lagerfeld's like face in it, which is why I thought that it was peeled off leather, but it's really just his face in there. Quality of this bag, stitching is great on this bag. The bag is put together very, very well. The hardware is nice on this bag. I would say for this brand, and even though this is from the retail store, I don't think that their retail pieces cost that much. From what I've seen, they're all kind of under $500 or $600. Maybe $700. So it's still like very affordable. And I like his brand. And obviously he has been linked and creative director to so many other brands. So this is like pretty great to, you know, get his take on fashion. So I like the retail piece very much. And I do think it's worth the money as well, at least for me. And I do kind of look to see if there are any other pieces on this website that catch my eye. You guys have seen this many times in many videos. This is my Karl Lagerfeld Agnes bag. So this one actually comes from the outlet store. I am definitely biased to this bag. You guys know why. It's very reminiscent to me of the Chanel 19 that I wanted in this kind of same type of colorway. So things about the bag. Love the leather. This leather is like a very thick pebbled leather. It feels good. It feels very sturdy on this bag, and I love that. Love the hardware in the front. The chains, which are very Chanel-esque, are the hardware with the woven leather in between. Oh my gosh, guys, these are like nice weighty chains. Like this feels like a great, great quality bag. However, the interior of the bag and even this back pocket on the inside, I feel like the quality is just here. Inside of the bag is made out of a material that I actually like to call umbrella. So if you've ever had an umbrella and you feel that material, it feels exactly like that on the inside. It is thin like that on the inside. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about that. The construction of the bag itself. So this is the way that the bag is meant, right? This is how this flap attaches, if you can see it. It's just lame. Like when you look at how it's attached, it's just like, obviously this flap was like an extra piece, and it is just literally just connected on the back like this, which is fine. But I think for a lot of the other flat bags that I have in my collection, even the ones that have a pocket, it's just more seamless. Like it looks much more seamless. Also, the stitching. I can see that the stitching is so tight that it's pulling here on one of the sides. So I would say, is this worth it? So this bag was like $150 when I purchased this bag. It is on sale. I don't know when this video is coming out, but it's on sale right now because Karl Lagerfeld, the outlet online, is having a 40% off sale. So this is like $90 right now. So is this bag worth it? To me, the answer is absolutely. This is like the epitome of what I wanted. And like, I no longer have a need to get to the Chanel 19 because I have this bag in my collection. I love the way that it looks on the outside. I love the durability of the outside and the inside of the bag. I mean, they could have done better. And this is the only bag that I have from the outlet, so I don't know if all of the bags are made like this. But for me, I think it's worth it. I think if I would have paid more than, you know, $200 or $300 for this bag, it would still be worth it to me, because again, the same motif was thousands of dollars from Chanel. So I think that it is worth it, again, to me, but it is not the best craftsmanship that you've ever seen compared to some of our other contemporary brands, like, you know, my baby Coach, for instance, or even like Tory Burch. But I do think that they have some pieces that are just really good. And I've gone to the outlet before and I've seen a couple of other pieces, obviously, having gone to the outlet. And, you know, even the salesperson was like, that leather, no. You don't want to get that. And you can feel that the leather is like the thinnest leather that you've ever felt in your life. So I think that with Karl Lagerfeld, some pieces are good and well made for the price, and others maybe not so much. And lastly, Prada. This is my first, I believe this is my first Prada bag. And it is obviously this beautiful bag right here that gives all the feels. You can dress this up and dress this down. I think because it's kind of satin underneath and that this strap isn't leather, it's made out of whatever fabric this is, there's something about it that's still very kind of casual-esque, even though it has all the sparkles in the world. So I picked this up as well when I was in Lisbon, and that was not the first time that I had been in a Prada store. I had been in one near where I live, and I wasn't like super impressed, right? And maybe because it was like with the things that they had in there. When I went to the one in Lisbon, they had so many great pieces, and I think the quality of the pieces are really great, and the price points are decent and not as crazy as some of the other brands. This right here has held up really well. It's not like I've worn it 1,000 times either. I've worn it a handful of times, but like everything is like intact. I don't see any of the crystals trying to pop off. There are no loose threads anywhere. It's just like a very well-made bag. And I paid, I want to say $1,500 for this bag. Again, that was because of that and just prices being incredibly less expensive in Europe compared to the United States. But I mean, this is absolutely worth it in my opinion. And I do look forward to like getting more pieces from Prada as well. They have a couple of bags that were brand new coming out when this summer. And I see them on the site now. So who knows, you know, what the end of 2023 will bring. But this is definitely a brand that I was not really checking for. But now I am. Those are pretty much all of the new brands that I purchased in 2022. There is one more brand that I purchased from, and I just ordered the bag last night, so it's not going to get to me until probably 2023. But we'll talk about that when it's time. I would love to know a couple of brands that you, you know, first tried out in 2022, and would you recommend them? One thing about this channel is even though you guys know that like I'm like a Coach fiend, and then I was like a Chanel fiend, like, you know, I'm kind of very brand centric at times. I really do like to try out new brands and expand, you know, my collection and just other people's knowledge of brands that aren't so like mainstream all the time. So obviously the ones that I mentioned, probably with the exception of Pinko, are very mainstream. They're new to me, but not new to the world. But, you know, let me know of any brands that you have really just kind of taken to and that you really, really enjoy, because I would like to kind of experience those brands as well. If you are new to this channel, welcome, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I do make videos pretty much every Saturday and sometimes during the week as well. If you've been here, thank you so much as usual for riding with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys all again next Saturday at 1.